Okay, so it was announced that Soulcalibur VI is coming out, and initially I was going to talk about the trailer, but really the trailer is just Cassandra and Mitsurugi fighting. So I decided to talk about something else that has always been a tradition in Soulcalibur for, like, nearly all their games. And that is guest characters. Now, guest characters have been around since... I think there was one, I can't remember who was the one in the first one. I don't think they had one, now that I think about it. But in the second game, as we all know, Link, Spawn, and Heihachi were the guest characters for the different consoles. And then Soulcalibur IV had Vader, Yoda, and Starkiller to promote the Force Unleashed video game. Then in Soulcalibur V, we had Ezio from Assassin's Creed. So with Soulcalibur VI coming, I decided to talk about, you know, what guest characters would be really cool and their possibility due to everything that's going on. Obviously, like I said, Star Wars characters were in the game because to promote Force Unleashed, which was from a totally different studio, and Spawn was in here because Todd McFarlane created the character Necrid for the game, and yeah, they were all these guest characters had meaning behind them. I think Brotherhood, one of the other games revolving around Ezio and Assassin's Creed had come out, so that's why Ezio was in that game, in Soulcalibur V. So I'm going to talk about a few guest characters I would like to see in Soulcalibur VI, and the possibility of them in there. So, starting off, you can see, yeah, Darth Maul for Soulcalibur VI. Like I said, we had Star Wars characters in here, and I think there's a good room for him. I mean, the Saber Staff, Force Attacks, it would be perfect. I imagine he'd be a very light and nimble fighter. And you're probably wondering, well, hold on a minute. Chronologically speaking, Maul is dead. Obi-Wan killed him in the Rebels episode Twin Suns. Well, I thought about that too, and I was thinking that maybe you could set it in the 20-year gap before the events that he showed up on Malachor, with where Ezra and the others found him. So maybe you could have it that after, you know, everything that happened with Mother Talzin and everything else with the Night Sisters that happened, Maul went off to find a weapon that could defeat the Vader and the Emperor. And he travels to, like, this strange, forgotten planet where he hears the stories of Soul Edge and Soulcalibur, and he wants to get their power. And by the end of it, you can have it that, you know, the swords abandon him, or Siegfried takes the swords away from him, or something happens, and he's like, well, shit, now I gotta go look somewhere else, so he travels to, and that leads to him traveling to Malachor. That's how I would have it, is like, yeah, have it set in that time period where, you know, he's wandering the galaxy looking for something to destroy his enemies. So that's how I'd use, and again, you could have Sam Witwer voice Maul. So I think that'd be a cool idea. Following that is Revan. I got a few more Star Wars characters. Revan from Knights of the Old Republic, and I know Knights of the Old Republic hasn't really gotten a lot, well, it did have that DLC a while back, but Revan hasn't really had a game to himself in a while since Shadow of Revan. But there is still a massive fan base for Knights of the Old Republic. And when you think about it, Revan really embodies everything that Soulcalibur is. Revan is a character that walks in the path of light and dark. And the whole thing about Soulcalibur is controlling the light and darkness inside of you. So Revan is perfect for this game. And could you imagine the force abilities and lightsaber techniques Revan could unleash in this game? Yeah, and like I said, there is a massive fan base for Knights of the Old Republic. So Revan would be kind of like a perfect pick for this. So yeah, Revan would be a cool idea for guest character. Now, following that is Kylo Ren and Rey. Rey and Kylo Ren. Mostly because, yeah, we got Star Wars The Last Jedi by this time would be already out, and, you know, Star Wars is still fresh in everyone's mind. So Kylo Ren and Rey would be really cool. You could have them on different consoles, like how Vader was on PS4, or was on PS3, and Yoda was on 360. So that would be a cool way to really play it out, is have them on different different consoles, and then the other one could be DLC for the respective consoles. So, but the problem is that for Rey, it would be maybe a little difficult because of you'd have to get the rights to use the likeness for Daisy Ridley. But Kylo Ren, you could just have it with the helmet on. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, Kylo Ren, I would imagine like these heavy-based attacks. You could like whenever someone throws a projectile, you can just use the Force to stop it and then throw it back at him, or pull him in to impale him on the lightsaber. Those would be some cool attacks you could probably use. Rey would be a little more lighter, something like Cassandra or Yoshimitsu, with these light but heavy-based these light but powerful strikes. You know what I mean? That's how I would do Rey and Kylo's movesets. So, those are all the characters for Star Wars. I know it was a lot, but still, in some way, you could really see how that would play out. So those are all the Star Wars guest characters I would like to see in Soulcailbur. So that's how, those are the other one. Those are the only ones. I'm going to move on to the other characters outside of Star Wars now, and starting off, Cloud Sephiroth. I've been wanting Cloud Sephiroth, and not just me, a shit ton of other people have really wanted Cloud Sephiroth for a Soulcailbur game. And, you have two reasons why, it could be a possibility, to promote Final Fantasy, the HD remake coming out eventually, and Kingdom Hearts 3. Because obviously they're going to be in there at some point. So, yeah, just to promote that game, you could have Cloud Sephiroth in here again. You could do maybe the different console thing. But yeah, they just feel like they belong in the Soulcailbur universe, don't they? They really do feel like characters that you could see in the Soulcailbur universe. Just like you could see Akuma, the Street Fighter character, show up in Tekken. So yeah, I think I think it's a strong possibility to have them in here. But that's just me. Again, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who's wanted Cloud Sephiroth for the Soulcailbur games. Anywho, moving on, and speaking of Kingdom Hearts, Sora. Yeah, I think a lot of people have also wanted Sora, and, again, with Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out very soon, or did they push it back again? I don't know. Kingdom Hearts 3, we've waited for so long, so yeah, so Sora would be really cool. You could probably, switch up Keyblades during an attack or something like that. I think he would be a very fluid character to use. And a lot of fun, definitely a lot of fun. Anyway, so I think Sora would be a really cool addition to Soulcailbur. I know I had a few others that... Oh yeah, in terms of other Kingdom Hearts characters, Axel. Yeah, Axel would be kind of fun. I think his moveset would be pretty unique. Or maybe Roxas. Anyway, so... What was I going to say? I've lost my train of thought. Oh god. But, I guess for other characters, and this is a little more, I don't think this will happen, but wouldn't it be cool if it did? Inuyasha and Shishomaru from the Inuyasha anime. Inuyasha and Shishomaru, they exist in that time period, or roughly around that time period. So honestly, I could see these characters working in here, like maybe Shishomaru is looking for the Soul Edge so he could use it against his brother, and Inuyasha's traveling to find it because maybe Kagome's in danger. Who fucking knows? And yeah, could you imagine the power of Tetsaiga and Tenseiga against Soulcailbur and Soul Edge? That'd be pretty fucking cool. Other characters that could be cool, but again, we had Vader in a Soulcailbur game. Anything is up for grabs. Oh yeah, we also had Kratos in one of the in Chains of Destiny. That's right. I totally forgot about that. We had Kratos in here in one of the other games for Soulcailbur. Yeah, I totally forgot about Kratos. Anyway, so other characters I think would be cool in here. But again, it would be maybe impossible, but who knows, right? Is Arthas from Warcraft. Arthas from Warcraft, because could you imagine Frostmourne versus Soul Edge? Nightmare versus Arthas? Fuck yes. And I know Arthas has been dead since Wrath of the Lich King, but still, it's Arthas, come on. God, he would just be such like a monster to play as in that game. So yeah, Arthas, and that's more just to see Arthas and Nightmare fight. To see, you know, the power of Soul Edge and Frostmourne fight, you know, to go head to head. Two soul-draining swords clash. I would love to see that. Other characters? I don't know. Like, that was really a lot. That was kind of the bigger characters I really thought about in terms of who I'd like to see show up in this game. Yeah. I mean, for shits and giggles, maybe the Ninja Turtles. I mean, they're showing up in Injustice. They're a very big, you know, they've been very popular, once again, thanks to the 2012 cartoon. So maybe one of the Turtles, or Shredder? Yeah, Shredder, why not? Yeah, how about Shredder? You know, the Turtles have Injustice. You can have Shredder, you know, thrown back in time to find Soul Edge. Or something like that, I don't know. So that's kind of, you know, that's really all the guest characters I really thought of. Oh yeah, Guts. Totally forgot about Guts from Berserk. He would be awesome. And again, we had he fought Nightmare in Death Battle, so I mean, I know that doesn't really impact much, but still, having Guts in here, and again, he honestly feels like a character that you could see in Soulcailbur. So Guts from Berserk, that would be another one. So that's kind of really it, guys. That's really, I think that's all of them. Maybe I'm forgetting a few that I thought about. Maybe they'll come back to me and I'll be like, fuck, why didn't I talk about that character? But you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think? What guest characters would you like to see in Soulcailbur VI? Just comment below, let me know. Do you guys want something from Star Wars or something a little more different? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.